Hey guys, to those that are new, welcome to our channel. My name's Vinny.
And I'm Jordan. Our channel is all about documenting our travels, and currently we are in Mexico.
Before we go any further, if you want to follow our adventures, be sure to like and subscribe, and also leave a comment below. We love hearing from you guys.
We just spent 3 weeks exploring Queretaro and the surrounding areas. While we were here, we actually visited San Miguel de Allende, Bernal, and Tequisquiapan, all of which we've made videos about on our channel.
Queretaro is about 2.5 hours away from Mexico City and is considered one of the safest cities in Mexico, alongside Merida.
Coming to Queretaro, we weren't too sure what to expect. We'd actually heard from a few people that it was becoming the new Mexico City.
Yeah, so what do we think in terms of what's better, Queretaro or Mexico City? We're going to explore what we think at the end of this video, so stick around for that. So now that you know a bit about Queretaro, sit back and relax as we take you through one of our favorite Mexican cities. While in Queretaro, we had 2 different Airbnbs. The first one was in Centro Sur in an apartment building called Coloria. This was one of the best Airbnbs we've stayed in, so we'll leave the link to this in the description.
We chose to split up our time in Queretaro because we wanted to experience what it would be like both on the outskirts and within the centro area where all the action is happening.
Yeah, by doing this we got to see what it was like being right amongst everything, and then also in a place where it was a little more chill.
Once we were settled into our Airbnb, it was time to explore the city.
Queretaro is beautiful and super clean. In fact, we'd say it's one of the cleanest cities we've seen while in Mexico. And that's saying something.
Everything is really well maintained and the streets are lined with colorful buildings and houses, especially in the Centro area. We walked the streets of Centro multiple times and still managed to see something new every time we were in there.
Yeah, you'd walk around and get a peek of each place, whether it be a cafe, a shop, or a restaurant, and each place would be immaculate.
Most places, be it a cafe or a hotel or anything else, seem to always have their own courtyard area which you get glimpses of when you walk past. It's one thing seeing these places from the outside, but when you venture inside is when the magic really happens. places, one of our favorite things to do is meet new people, especially locals. There's plenty of ways to do this. We often join Facebook groups for expats or locals, and they're great places to find recommendations for restaurants, cafes, and things to do in the city, and just meet new people.
We did this in Queretaro and met a really nice couple who owned a gallery. They actually invited us out to their opening night, and the gallery was full of art from local artists, as well as an awesome performance by a group of belly dancers.
Yeah, we had an awesome night there, so check it out. As Queretaro has so many amazing places nearby, we actually hired a car to make the most of it and to go and check out as many as we could while we were in the city.
One of the first areas we visited with the car was Juriquilla. This is an upscale neighborhood where a lot of the wealthy people in Queretaro live, and it actually reminded us a lot of neighborhoods back in Australia, where we're from.
While we were in Juriquilla, we went to the local shopping mall to pick up some new clothes. And also went to a supermarket called City Market while we were there.
Yeah, City Market was my kind of place. It was basically a grocery store with high-end products that you normally wouldn't find anywhere else. So this is where we went shopping and got some, what did we get? Some brie cheese, some wine.
Of course, all of my favorites.
Your favorites. Anyway, enough talk, take a look for yourself. We are off to the local market to grab some fresh produce and hopefully find somewhere to have some tortas. And then we're going to go explore and have some coffee. So yeah, we'll take you guys with us. So that was a place for tortas, but it wasn't very busy, so we're going to keep looking.
So unfortunately, we didn't end up finding a place for a torta, but we did find a food stall in the market which had some really delicious food.
So hey guys, we were just looking for some fruit in the market and we got stopped by the sweetest lady who let us try a whole bunch of fruit. Jordan, what did we get?
Everything. Fresas, ocho plátanos, naranjas, mangos, manzanas, toros, kiwi.
And how much did that cost?
No, 250, so 250 pesos.
So good.
Very good.
Right.
And we should say, this market as well is actually one of the nicest we've been to in Mexico so far. There's toilets, there's Wi-Fi, there's an ATM, it's got everything. So yeah, highly recommend it.
Cool. On the way home from the market, we stopped for coffee at a local coffee shop, and once again, we met some awesome people here too. This time it was a staff member and his friend, and we had a very interesting experience.
Yeah, Vinny forced me into something I probably wouldn't usually do. Check it out.
Hey guys, we just came to Cempasúchil, and Jordan is actually going to show the local people here how we make Australian coffee. Alright, no pressure, Jordan. Show us over here.
It's mal.
It looks like Australia. Good job though. So we just got back from that cafe and we had a really cool experience meeting one guy that worked there and one of his friends who were also filming stuff for their YouTube channel just to promote the cafe. Long story short, I suggested that Jordan should make a coffee for them the Australian way. How did that go, Jordan?
Not well. Clearly, I am muy oxidado, very rusty.
Yeah, a bit rusty. But I think it's a really cool experience, yeah?
Yeah, and we chatted with them for like an hour, practiced our Spanish. Yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, and what I wanted to say before was we've met so many people here in Mexico who have been so nice to us, very helpful, just willing to talk to us and just have a good time. For example, yesterday I went to get a haircut and met the owners there who actually invited us out to dinner tonight. So hopefully we can get some footage of that. But they speak no English and our Spanish, isn't the greatest, so it should be a very interesting experience. But yeah, very impressed so far with the people here, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was one of the reasons that made me want to come back to Mexico. The people here are just so warm and friendly. And yeah, this trip has not disappointed.
So, what do you think? Do you think Querétaro is as good as Mexico City?
For me, what I like about Querétaro is the fact that it's a very modern city. It's a lot newer, has a lot of newer areas when compared to Mexico City. I also like how safe it feels, how clean it is. And what about you?
Yeah, I think I agree with all of that. It's definitely evident that the city's growing really quickly, which we've heard from a few people.
Yes.
I love that the Centro area is still beautiful and very historical and colonial looking, but as you said, there's a lot of new buildings popping up and you can find everything that you would want to find in a major city, like City Market.
And I guess the other major positive would be it has less traffic, right?
Definitely less traffic, which was a big bonus considering we were driving here.
Yeah, so I think for us, Mexico City, does it still win, do you think?
I think for me, yes. It's still got that something extra about it. It's the capital of Mexico. It's always got something going on, and it's whatever you're looking for, you can find in Mexico City.
Yeah, definitely. And it also helps that it's basically the central hub to get anywhere. In Mexico, you kind of have to go through Mexico City. So for flights, for the airport, it's super convenient to be in Mexico City, but we could we did, when we were there, see ourselves potentially living in Queretaro. It was nice.
Yeah, definitely. So that's it for the video, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel, as it helps us out a lot.
So we had a lot of fun in Queretaro, as we did with making this video, so stick around for some bloopers at the end. Don't get that dress yet. Put your pants back on, Jordan.
Once we were settled into our Airbnb, it was time to explore the city. While we were in Juriquilla, we actually visited a local shopping mall to pick up some new clothes to replenish our tired travel wardrobe. What was so funny about it?
Fuck, I went off tangent.
So yeah, City Market definitely has a special place in my heart. I hate that.
Okay, don't
It's terrible.
Fuck you.
This is the fucking supermarket. That douchey sound.
Who cares? Fuck it. We also met a really... Is it also?
Yes.
Oh, yes, okay.
We also met a really cool guy
Okay,
who
yeah,
eats there. It was a really good chat.
Really good chat, guys.
Great chat.
Just great. And once again, we blah 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 blah. Okay.
Yeah, Vinny. That was the fakest laugh ever.
Okay.
Yeah, Vinny forced me into doing something. You ruined
Abuse. Did you guys see that?
So many